everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori, aka Mountain Mama, and in today's video we are going to do a what I eat in a day with recipes. They are some healthy options and they are super quick, so I hope you enjoy. I always start every morning with a 32-ounce mason jar of filtered water. I usually have 1 to 2 cups of black coffee. Sometimes I use coconut creamer. Alright, for breakfast this morning I wanted something savory, so I toasted a everything bagel and I topped it with my favorite vegan cream cheese. I use the brand Kite Hill. It's made from almonds. I put some organic tomatoes on it, some spinach, and a little bit of black pepper. I served mine with some more water and a splash of homemade orange juice. I then had some green juice. I had 32 ounces. I make my own green juice. I blend kale and spinach with a little bit of coconut water. I took 5 oranges, 2 apples, a little bit of ginger, some turmeric, celery, and zucchini. And this is how it came out. It was super tasty and very hydrating. I then made some of my protein brownies to snack on during the day, and I will show you how I make that now. I start with 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. I do a half a cup of corn flour. You can use regular flour. I do a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, and then I make my wet ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and mix together a flax egg. It's 1 part flax to 2 parts of water.
Oh, buddy.
I'm going to use some almond butter.
Oh, buddy.
A teaspoon of vanilla. And then I also add some maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness. And go ahead and mix that together. I do have Wilder now because he just was so interested in what I was doing. And I'm going to go ahead and add 2 ripe bananas. If they are brown and spotty, that's the best way to eat your bananas. So I'm going to cut them up into little tiny pieces here. Wilder really likes bananas, so he's always trying to take them from me. But yeah, so you add 2 to the wet ingredients and take the back of your fork and kind of fold it together. I like mine a little bit more on the liquid side, so I added some plant milk. And then I'm going to add my flax egg. That's going to be your binder and your thickener for these brownies. I'm going to go ahead and stir everything together. And then I'm going to add some pumpkin seeds to my dry ingredients. I'm going to add my wet to my dry and mix everything together. I sprayed my bread pan with coconut oil and it's ready to go in the oven. I baked mine at 375 for about 20 minutes and this is how they came out. It was super good with a little bit of vegan butter on it and a really healthy option for snacking throughout the day. Fourth glass of water, and now some supplements. So I have been switching around my routine of supplements for about 3 years now, but these 5, or there's actually 6, are the ones that I feel the best on. So I take vitamin D3, I take zinc, I take vitamin B12, I take B6, I take vitamin C, and I take a vegan form of DHA, which is not shown. Now it is time for lunch. I'm going to have a falafel salad. I get my falafels from Trader Joe's. They are vegan and super quick to make, but yeah, I put them in the oven at 375 for about 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I chop my veggies. So I have some kale, some spinach, some chard, some broccoli slaw, organic heirloom tomatoes, and I use green olives when I make a Mediterranean salad. That's just my taste preference, but yeah, this combination is super tasty, and I am going to show you how I make my kind of like a Mediterranean dressing now. So what you need is just some classic hummus. Usually I use roasted garlic, but this was on sale. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of that hummus in there. And then I use the Ken's Simple Vinaigrette. There's just some olive oil, spices, and a little bit of red wine vinegar. I'm going to add some pumpkin seeds to my dressing. I like to do that and allow the pumpkin seeds to soften a bit when I put everything together in the dressing. So I'm going to add some onion powder, some black pepper, and I don't add any extra salt just because in my salad I have those green olives, so I don't need any extra sodium. But I go ahead and mix that together, and then I add a little bit of filtered water. So I just add a little bit of it at a time until I get the consistency that I want. So this is my secret ingredient. I use a little bit of curry powder, not too much, and I mix that in, and it really, really enhances the flavor. So my falafels are done. I cut them into fourths, and then I chopped a little bit of fresh dill, and I put everything together in a salad bowl. I used to work at Pantera Bread, so I usually mix my salads together with tongs. That's just how we used to do it, and I feel like it coats every single ingredient. But yeah, I'm gonna mix everything together, and this is my lunch. Super quick and super tasty. It is dinner time, and I'm going to make some sweet potato and quinoa tots with a homemade vegan ranch. So what you will need is some corn flour, onion, flax meal, hot sauce, quinoa, and 1 sweet potato. I cut my sweet potato in half. I roast the other half so Ryder can have it, and I shred the other half into my bowl. So after I shred my potatoes, I'm going to add my quinoa, a little bit of that corn flour. I'm going to add some spices and some hot sauce as the liquid. I'm going to mix all of it together, and then I'm going to form my sweet potato quinoa mixture into tots. You could also make these into veggie burgers, which I've done before. You could use it as a filling for raviolis or pierogies. But yeah, this recipe is super versatile, and I make this about once a week. I flipped mine at 375, and I just served it with some of that vegan ranch. And yeah, that was kind of dinner part one. I usually have 2 dinners because Wilder goes to sleep in between, and you know, I get hungry early, so this is part 1. Six glass of water. I was super hungry, so I had some white rice with broccoli, kale, a little bit of pineapple, carrots, and asparagus with some coconut aminos. Alright, that wraps up the video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye!